Tokyo Joe here, and I'm coming at you almost live from Tokyo Tower, Tokyo Midtown, I should say, Tokyo Town in the land of Japan. But today, my friends, we are going to talk about an article that's 6 months old now, and that's about the new Tokyo Tower, Tokyo Sky Tree, which just opened a month ago, friends, and if you watch my other video, you will see that I explain how 5.8 million people, with an M, million, have visited the tower in the first month since it opened. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. That's right, 5.8 million people. That's more than the population of Scotland or New Zealand. That's a lot of people. Hey, that's even more people, even more than have left New Zealand. That's a lot of people, my friends. You think of how many people leave New Zealand every day. So, friends, please watch the video and give it a thumbs up and leave your comments. But today, my friends, I'm talking about an article by Mr. Hornyak. Mr. Timothy Hornyak, Hornyak, published on November 1, 2011 at cnngo.com, www.cnngo.com. And the article is called, my friends, Eye in the Sky, Climbing the New Tokyo Sky Tree. We joined the first Western media group to scale the world's tallest tower, by Tim Hornyak. Now, this is an interesting article, friends, because, Mr. Hornyak is a journalist and such, and he's got fancy britches and fancy words and such, and he uses them to great effect, my friends. But I got a question for you out there in Tokyo Town, those of you out there in the land of Japan, and those of you out there in the rest of the world listening to this Tokyo Born podcast. What do you make of Mr. Hornyak's allegories and analogies, my friend? Because I know all of you are very smart. That's why you're listening to this podcast. But I ain't so smart, and I don't know the fancy words and stuff. So I will read a couple of sentences from the article, but I'd like you to click at the link below and visit the article yourself. What do you think? I quote from Mr. Tim Hornyak. I don't often feel short in Tokyo. I'm practically a giant here at 190 centimeters. Oh, hold the phone, friends. We got a tall gaijin right here. Fancy that. I'm in Japan, and I am fucking tall. I mean, come on. Please watch my other videos, Gaijin versus Gaijin, Foreigner Manners, and my other video, the 5 types of Gaijin in Japan. Because I'll tell you something, Mr. Hornyak sounds already with his first sentence like a complete A-grade douchebag. Hey, look at me. I'm in Tokyo, and I'm 190 centimeters, bitches. But come on, man. All right. Continuing from the article. By the way, friends, if you're in Tokyo and you happen to be 190 centimeters, I don't think you should emphasize that. I mean, hey, didn't your ma teach you any manners? Whatever happened to being a nice gentleman? And it doesn't matter how tall you are, just be a nice gentleman and show some good Christian manners, huh? Whatever happened to those? Okay, quote, but standing under the new Tokyo Sky Tree makes me feel positively minuscule. Oh, that's very clever there, Mr. Hornyak. I see what you did there. It's very clever. Yeah. Let's keep reading from the article. Quote, cheaper than a helicopter. Oh, now this is a part that I'm coming to, which I think is kind of interesting. Before I read that, I'm going to read something else for you. Excuse me, everybody. Quote, The anti-quake measures in this structure can reduce quake vibrations by 50%, says Hirotake Takanishi, PR manager for Tobu Tower Skytree. That's right, friends. Tobu is the company behind this Skytree. Very famous. They have shopping centers and they have all sorts of things. Train lines. Now they have a big Skytree. Quote, we've run simulations showing the Skytree will withstand an 8.0 magnitude earthquake and can withstand even stronger ones. Friends, please check out my other video about what to do if there is an 8.0, because scientists, I have a number of videos. First, scientists are predicting an 8.0 for Tokyo Town sometime in the next few years. In fact, they say it's overdue. They say if it happens, many tens of thousands of people will be killed or injured. So please check out that video and my other videos where I talk about what you can do to survive when the 8.0 earthquake hits Tokyo Town. Because friends, there are some things you can do that will increase your chances of getting out of it alive and not ending up in the meat wagon. Okay? So, quote, Takanishi pointed to an ancient construction technology borrowed from Japanese temples that's at the center of the tower. There you go, friends. They ain't overlooked anything, because I'll tell you something. It is using ancient Japanese construction with what's called the Shimbashira, which is the central column of reinforced concrete, right? So when you look at Skytree from your computer, you probably can't see it, but the outside is just a series of steel trusses, and inside is a kind of reinforced concrete tower. It's not actually solid like you think it might be. There's like a central tower, and then this exterior truss, which kind of acts as a counterbalance if the thing quakes. But I'll quote one more thing from the bottom of the article before I get to the main draw. Mr. Hornyak's writing here. Yeah, quote, it's already transforming the sleepy Stamachi neighborhood of Narihirabashi. That's right, friends. It's called Narihirabashi into a major tourist draw and will add a 31-story office-style restaurants and the inevitable slew of souvenir shops. Oh, this bit I really like, Mr. Hornyak. Quote, think Tokyo Tower on steroids. That's a pretty good 4 or 5 word sentence here, friend. Think Tokyo Tower on steroids. Oh, very good. Okay. Now, this is a bit that I really think we need to pay attention to, because Mr. Hornyak sure has a way with words, friend. Cheaper than a helicopter. That's a quote, friends. Cheaper than a helicopter. Are you ready for the big one? Here it is. This is what he says. Quote. This is a quote from the article, from Mr. Tim Hornyak's article. The view is a visual tsunami. That's right. He said it. The view is a visual tsunami. Now, I don't know about y'all, but it's been what? Something like, 15 months since the Tohoku disaster. And friends, I don't know if Mr. Hornyak's choice of fancy words is all that good. I mean, couldn't he have said something like, the view is a visual cherry tree of visual things? I mean, come on, Mr. Hornyak. I mean, why pick the word tsunami? Because people, I don't know about y'all, but people I know will associate that with the disaster. So, if you read some of the comments down below, you'll see people are saying it's probably not the best choice of word. What do you think, friends? What do you think of Mr. Hornyak's article? good. Or just another example of another foreign journalist writes about Japan. That's right. I mean, frankly, I thought the article was as lame as a duck's fart. Okay, friends, please rate, subscribe, and comment. Give me a thumbs up. Share the video. Let me know what you think in the comments, because, friends, I do not censor your comments. That's right. Unlike the other forums around the internet, Tokyo Joe don't censor no comments. That's a Tokyo Joe guarantee right there, friends. So please, rate, subscribe, comment. Tell your ma, tell your pa, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your cousins, tell your pet dog, and tell your pet cat. The Tokyo Joe podcast, the Tokyo Forum podcast about the Sky Tree. And please check out my other video about the Sky Tree, because I have another podcast about the Tokyo Sky Tree. Okay, friends, look forward to reading your comments. You know I live for your comments, and I promise I will eventually get around to responding to every single one. Or in the words of Mr. Tim Hornyak, reporter for CNN, W is a visual tsunami. Yeah, nice one, Mr. Hornyak. Okay, friends, take care. Bye for now.